Hello and welcome to today's session of Move It Sister Live. Actually, this one is live on replay because I'm going to be out of town on Monday when you'll be watching this. So I apologize for that. Couldn't be avoided. I didn't want to skip it, so I thought this was the next best thing. Today we are going to be focusing on arms. Strong upper body is crucial for just all of our day-to-day activities. Think about all the things that we have to do, lift, carry, move things. So it's really important that we focus on doing some strength training on our arms at least a couple times a week because we want to keep those muscles trained and strong. So we'll do a quick warm-up and we'll get right to the main workout. So let's start with some shoulder rolls. So stand nice and straight. We're just going to roll our shoulders from front to back. And then reverse direction. And make a nice big circle. Really feel that good stretch in your shoulders. We spend way too much of our lives hunched over at a desk, and it can really show up in our shoulders. Okay, next let's do some arm circles. I should have moved this out of the way. I don't know if I'll have enough room here. But we'll start with some small circles. Gradually get larger. Good, and then reverse direction, starting small. Getting bigger. All right, very good. Okay, let's do some arm swings. So kind of pitch forward at the waist just a little bit. Keep your back straight, and we're just going to swing our arms back and forth. This just really helps to get our blood circulating, wake up our body, let it know something's coming. Okay, how about some marching in place? If you've been watching me for a while, you know this is one of my go-to warm-ups and cool-downs. It's just a really good way to get loosened up, get our blood moving. All right, and last, we're going to do some light punches. So just like you're in a boxing match, but much lighter than that. We're not going for strength here or cardio. We're going for let's loosen up those muscles in our joints. Okay, how do you feel? Nice and loose? Grab some water and let's get to the main workout. So you'll need some weights or resistance bands for all of these moves, basically. If you don't have either one, first of all, I strongly recommend you invest in one or both. They're very, very affordable. I'll put a link to my storefront in the comments so you can pick those up. But if you don't have them for today, just go through the motions. Maybe grab, a couple water bottles out of the fridge, something that, it at least has a little bit of weight, so you have a little bit of resistance. So if you've got resistance bands, like these are great because they have handles. You just cut it here and then do your motion, or you can use weights. If you're just starting out, I recommend maybe a 5-pound weight, even a 2.5-pound wrist weight. I'm going to use 8-pound weights for today. And by the way, we're going to do 2 sets of 10 reps of each of these. So do as much as you can, whatever is available to you in your current fitness level. But please do not pull a muscle. We don't want any injuries, not on my watch. So we're going to start with some biceps. Or bicep curls, excuse me. So stand with your feet about hip width apart, palms facing forward, and we're just going to lift. We want nice, controlled, deliberate movement. 4, 5, don't forget to breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, you can put the weights down if you'd like, shake out your arms. We're gonna go right into some tricep curls. So to do these, start with your arms overhead and slowly drop the weights down, keeping your elbows by your ears. 2, and again, nice, slow, controlled movements. That's what helps to train and build our muscle. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And here I would recommend putting the weights down for just a few seconds, grabbing some water. Definitely want to stay hydrated during this. Keep our muscles hydrated and relaxed and all that good stuff, because that's what's going to help mitigate some of that soreness and stiffness tomorrow. So next up, we're going to do some overhead presses. So just take a few more seconds and we'll grab the weights and get going. Okay, ready to get back to it? So for this, we're going to start with our weights at our shoulders, palms facing in, and just push up and palms forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, don't forget to breathe. 6, keep your core engaged. 7, keep it nice and tight and braced to help with your workout. And that's 10. Okay, next up, we're gonna do some rows, upright rows. So for these, we're gonna stand, keep your back straight, but pitch forward at your hips. And then we're just gonna lift up. These, make sure that you're really engaging your upper back and your shoulder muscles. You wanna try and feel like you're trying to pinch a penny between your shoulder blades. I was talking, I lost count. I think that was 6, 7, 8. It's hard to talk and count at the same time. And 10. Okay, put the weights down, get some water. So I'm gonna go down to a 5-pounder for this next one. These are reverse flies. So what I want you to do is bend your knees slightly and pitch forward at the hips just a bit. Start with your weights in front and pull up and out. 3, 4, 5. And again, slow, controlled movement. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, how did that feel? You still with me? You're doing great. So we're going to take just a minute break and grab some water. And by the way, while we're resting in between sets, I do want to let you know that I have a 4-week, 5-day-a-week longevity insurance workout series that I'm working on. The first week is filmed, just have to edit it and get it published. But I strongly recommend that you check that out, because in that series, we're focusing on incorporating movement that mimic everyday activities. So basically our day-to-day lives, getting up off the floor, going up the stairs, putting groceries away, whatever it is. So I strongly recommend that you check that out. It's got some really good stuff in it, and I'm pretty excited about rolling that out. So that'll be coming next week. That should all be up and available. So I will let you know when it is. All right, one last sip of water and let's get back to it. Round 2. Now, if you want to do a third set after this is done, feel free. If you're up to it, if that's available to you, just be careful if this is a new workout regimen for you. Don't overdo it. It'll just sideline you and take you that much longer to get back to it. So let's do some bicep curls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe. And nice, slow, controlled movement. That's 10. All right. Next up are the tricep curls. So if you need to pause and take a few seconds, that's perfectly fine. No judgment here. But when you're ready, we'll start arms overhead and dip down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, great job, guys. All right, let's put the weights down. Get another sip of water. I'm going to need a refill here soon. There was something I wanted to share, but I forgot what it was. So what I will say is this, that the more you hydrate and focus on protein after a workout, the less sore you'll be afterward. Protein is what we really need, along with hydration, to really start to get in there and repair and rebuild our muscles. Now, you will be a little bit sore. That is perfectly normal. Too much pain or prolonged pain means there might be something else going on, so just be aware. Listen to your body. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's do those overhead presses again. So starting weights by your shoulders and up and forward. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, awesome job, awesome job. Okay, you ready to move on to the next one? If you need a few seconds, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. But next we're going to do those upright rows. So I think this was next. Maybe I'm going out of order, but that's okay. So stand pitched forward just a bit at the hips, knees slightly bent, and we're going to pull up and pinch that penny. Make sure you're not doing something like this, trying to get the momentum to bring the weights up. We want nice, slow, controlled motion. That is what builds muscle. I think that's 8, 9, and 10. All right, great job. Way to stick with it. I know it's a good workout. We're gonna feel it tomorrow. So again, make sure, hydrate, and protein. All right, I know I'm a broken record. All right, let's do some reverse flies, and I'm gonna grab the lighter weights. So again, we're gonna start with knees slightly bent, pitched forward at the hips just slightly, and up and out. And here again, you wanna make sure you're not doing this to try to get your momentum to bring the weights up. It's not the proper technique. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, put the weights aside, grab some water. So let's do a little bit of, we'll just do some arm swings first. Just shake it all out. Keep our blood pumping. All right, how about some arm circles? So arms straight out. We'll do those circles again, front to back. A little larger. And reverse direction. Starting small, getting bigger. All right, let's do some light punches again. And again, we're just looking for cooling down. We're not trying to exert those muscles anymore. We're trying to cool them down now. So just some nice light punches. Okay, last thing is let's stretch our shoulders out. So take your left arm, right elbow, and just gently pull over across your body. Feel a nice light pull, nice light stretch. And switch sides. Last two. All right, great job, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. I can't wait to see you again next week. I don't know what the target area will be quite yet, but I'll get that all figured out, and I will see you next Monday, April 20th. All right, have a great week. See you soon.